This is a cybercriminal, a nasty piece of work. He is currently trying to hack into an unsuspecting social media manager's accounts for sensitive information. He is Cyberto. However, it doesn't take an evil genius to figure out that there are some passwords that are highly predictable and unfortunately common. ABC123, QWERTY, Password1, and many others are examples of this. He frantically attempts each one of them, one after another, into Josie's password field for her email. Aha! Looks like you may have underestimated Josie there, Cyberto. Her account remains secure. Unless, of course, she has left an alternate way of guessing her password on her public social media. Oh no! Josie's publicly shared obsession for this pop star is an easy assumption for what she might use as her password, that anyone after a simple Google search of her name can see. Oh, and now he's in. Oh goodness, look at all that data that he's managed to come across. The file names to those attachments. Could you sound more juicy? At the click of a button, these are downloaded and company data has been compromised. Being the social media manager, Josie runs other social media accounts for the company. Let's hope she hasn't used the same password for them. Looks like she did. So how could Josie have been more secure when creating her accounts? As opposed to birthdays, pets, interests, etc., it's better to have a password that isn't directly linked to publicly obtainable information about yourself. This time, Josie comes up with 3 random words: Blue ampersand Kentucky 48. Ah, now that's a strong password. Just avoid writing them down and displaying them. Let's see Cyberto try to guess that now. Though he's clearly struggling a lot more than before, it's not impossible for it to come by pure chance. See? Luckily though, Josie also has two-factor authentication turned on. This means that instead of letting Cyberto get into her emails, the email service asks for a code from an authenticator app to confirm her identity. She should take this opportunity to change her password. Forward again, Cyberto. Never use generic passwords like ABC123 or Password1. Don't use any personal information like birthdays or pet names in passwords. Avoid writing down passwords or sharing them between colleagues. Turn on two-factor authentication. Though you may feel like it's an exciting and somewhat relaxing opportunity to work at home, it is important to not carelessly let your security awareness down. Take our old pal Rob here for example. He is soundly working away on some invoices as usual, just as if he was in the office. Wow, Rob, that's a lot of sensitive information you are downloading. I hope it's safely secure on your home computer. Cyberto? All the invoices Rob has downloaded from home? But how? Let's rewind all this mess. The cause of downloaded files being sent directly to Cyberto is likely due to malware being installed on Rob's computer. Normally the IT team would ensure the security of devices when he's working on the ones from the office, but certainly not his own. So Rob, it looks like you need to take some more responsibility over security, I'm afraid. To better prevent this, you should download and install an operating system update as soon as you are notified about it. There we go. Oh, and always ensure your antivirus software is up to date and running on your computer. Executing these steps will often help patch any recently discovered security issues related to your devices. Before we crack on with those invoices though, is your Wi-Fi network password protected and therefore safe from others freely connecting by any chance? Ah, indeed it is. Let's see that Cyberto fella try and gather your precious data now. You need to be more proactive about security when working from home, as it is harder for your IT support team to ensure security of devices, data, and your network. Download and install operating system updates as soon as they are available. Ensure your antivirus software is up to date and enabled. Protect your home Wi-Fi network and router with strong passwords. Friday is Rob's favourite day of the week. Well, usually it is. It'll take him hours to get through all those blasted emails. Problem. Couldn't just one email be about something else? Wait, what's this? Miracle hair growth cream? Have Rob's dreams finally come true? All Rob needs to do is follow the link and give up all his personal information and a little selfie inside the office. Ah, not quite quick enough, my poor chap. A full head of hair eludes you once again. Well, it's time for home now. Rob may not have won, but at least he doesn't have anything to worry about for Monday morning. Rob is ready to take on another week of work. Josie doesn't look quite so happy though. What's this? A data breach? Someone gave up all their personal information to a cybercriminal? Surely it couldn't have been from a miracle hair growth quiz? Oh dear. Let's rewind a bit and see what went wrong. Rob received an unexpected email but didn't stop to think. The email wasn't from a misunderstood genius behind a miracle cream at all, but from a cyber criminal. A criminal that sends out fake emails to try and fish for credentials or private information. This is called phishing. The information can then be used to impersonate you, access private data, or send out further phishing emails to your colleagues. But how could Rob have known it was a phishing email? Let's take a closer look. Any unexpected email you receive should be analysed with caution. Check the domain name of the email to see if it looks like the email is from a legitimate source. Look out for mistakes or misspelling in the email, a rare occurrence in emails from legitimate companies. It's not looking good, is it, Rob? Anytime you are asked to give up personal details, exercise a high level of caution. Think about whether you trust who you are giving this information to. If an email claims to be very urgent or important, you should take a step back and consider whether it is trying to get you to overlook your normal good judgment. And if you're ever not completely sure if an email is legitimate, it never hurts to double check with the IT department. They'll be there to help you whenever you need them. Phishing emails are fake emails created by cybercriminals that are disguised as legitimate communications from real people or companies. Cybercriminals send out phishing emails in an attempt to make you hand over private information or credentials. Falling for a phishing email could give a cybercriminal access to your company's data, systems, or network. An illegitimate domain name and incorrect spelling are some of the common telling signs of phishing emails. Most importantly, you should think twice whenever an email tries to create a sense of urgency or asks you to hand over any information, usernames, or passwords.
Nowadays, people use public Wi-Fi all the time. In coffee shops, hotels, bars, the list goes on. However, if you do need to access the internet whilst away from your home or office, you should be aware of the many threats to data security that lie in wait on public Wi-Fi. Remember, data sent over public Wi-Fi can easily be intercepted by attackers, and any sensitive information that you send or receive whilst using these networks could be put at risk. When looking to connect to public Wi-Fi, one of the most common threats is that of rogue public Wi-Fi networks. These often have almost identical names to genuine networks and are designed to trick you into connecting. Once connected, everything you do online can be seen by cybercriminals, who monitor your activity, waiting for any financial information or account credentials to be entered. This is what is known as a man-in-the-middle attack. It's also worth remembering that public Wi-Fi can also be used as a way of infecting your devices with malware. Cybercriminals can easily send across Trojans, viruses, and other kinds of malicious software via an unsecure Wi-Fi connection. These are then able to cause damage to your computer and could also compromise any sensitive information stored within. Fortunately, there are several steps you can take to stay safe when using public Wi-Fi. Number 1. Verify your connection. Make sure to check with a member of staff that you're connected to the correct public Wi-Fi. Otherwise, you could end up leaking sensitive information via a rogue network. Number 2. Use HTTPS. You've probably seen the padlock before when typing a URL into your browser. This is telling you that the site you're visiting is both sending and receiving information that is encrypted. Encryption is incredibly useful if a malicious user is lurking on public Wi-Fi, just waiting for you to enter credit card numbers, passwords, or account info. Number 3. Turn off file sharing. Another thing you can do is to turn off any file sharing or airdrop features before connecting to public Wi-Fi. If you do leave file sharing enabled, then attackers can access confidential information without you even realizing. Number 4. Be smart with sensitive data. Unless it's essential, then you should refrain from logging into social media, financial or email accounts while connected to public Wi-Fi. If you do need to check your bank account or send an email containing sensitive information, then it's worth doing it on your own device over a private network. Number 5. Use a VPN. By using a virtual private network, also known as a VPN, even if an attacker positions themselves in the middle of your connection, your data will remain encrypted and impossible to read without a decryption key. By following these steps, you will be able to benefit from all the advantages that public Wi-Fi offers, whilst also being able to ensure that sensitive data remains secure.